Hello and welcome back to Cataclysm Naked and Afraid. We join Nathan and Nilsa at the Refugee Center. I am pretty confident that this isn't what either Nathan or Nilsa expected to find here. It's just a ragtag crew. It's not. There's no military-looking personnel. That person there, they're holding a halberd, right? I don't know how you pronounce that. Halberd? You are holding like a medieval a glaive. Okay, you're wielding a glaive. Okay, whatever. I got the name wrong. My stun gun falls to the ground. I didn't have a stun gun, so I don't know what that warning's about. I did get an error on loading. We're gonna make our way around. I do not know who's this here. Who are you? You are Smokester Merchant. I think you're the... Well, are you the first person I want to talk to? Maybe you right by the entrance. Hello, what's your deal? Brandon Garda. Beggar. So, upon entering the Refugee Center, we're not greeted by military personnel at all. We're greeted by Brandon the Beggar, first of all. Talk. Hey, are you a big fan of survival of the fittest? Why do you ask? Because I sure ain't fit. So I'm sitting out here until I starve to death. Help a poor sickly soul out. You know, I don't actually think I brought any food with Nathan. So, they won't let you in because you're sick? Oh, they got enough mouths to feed that can pull their own weight. I got a lot of weight and I'm too weak to pull it, so I'm out here. Oh my goodness, okay. You seem awfully happy, considering the situation. Yeah, well, what's the alternative? You take the hand you're dealt. I've given eulogies for two of the people I love most on this earth, and the third wrote me off. I've already been through the end of the world, came out the other side with my bits intact, and you know, I've been pretty lonely since my wife passed. Here I've got friends. We might be hungry, but we're close. Rina's been teaching me math and science. Luo is one of the smartest folks I've ever met. She's got a doctorate, you know, and Yuuki is the only one here that can beat me at poker. And Dave, well, he's Dave. There's more going on under the surface there, mark my words. We may be unfit, but we aren't worthless. Okay, what did you do before the reckoning? I used to be a roofer, but I had a bad fall and wrecked my back about 2006. Tried to get into other kinds of carpentry, but I just don't have the head for it. My wife managed to support both of us with the extra bit I made from odd jobs, but she had a stroke in 2016 and left me on my own. The last few years slowly draining my savings dry while I work whatever junk jobs I can handle. A couple of days before the end of the world, I got the notice that the bank was going to foreclose on my crappy little trailer. Damn, dude. Oh, I could get you to travel with me. You seem awfully happy considering the situation. They won't let you in because you're sick. How did you even get here if you're so sick? Why are you camped out here if they won't let you in? That's a good question. Why are you camped out here? Oh, this is a mercy. I get shelter, light, and heat. Those guards will help us if any zombies show up. It ain't so bad. If I was out on my own, I'd have none of this and still have to look for food. In other words, I'd be dead as a doornail. Or I guess, undead. Okay. What were you saying before? You have any kids? Yeah, we had two. My daughter died of an OD right after the start of the fentanyl stuff. It did a real number on my son. They were twins, you see, and he cut ties to me and my wife. Wasn't even there for her funeral. I can't blame him. Messed us all up pretty fierce. As far as I'm concerned, he's still out there with my grandkids, hiding away somewhere safe. These days, no news is good news, right? Okay. Someone good with a trade could be helpful, and it's got to be better than wasting away here. Now we could say that, because I don't have any food to give you at all. I don't think. Want something to eat? Oh wow, you're a real gem. You know that? Thanks for even thinking of it. Oh god, no. Wet cat food. Actually, can I ask you something else? Yeah. I better get going. So we won't ask them to join us just yet. So that's Nilsa. So who else have we got here? These are the guards, aren't they? Lee Champagne, guard. Keep civil, or I'll bring the pain. Dang. Okay, how did you get settled with guard duty? Nothing too fancy. We have a rota of anyone able-bodied that can handle themselves. Oh, well, bye. Okay, so... Alma Hanley, guard, hello there. What is this place? It's a refugee center that we've made into sort of a trading hub. So, are you with the government? Oh god, no. Though there is old guard somewhere around here if you have any questions relating to what the government is up to. Oh. Okay, I'll look for him. Is there anything I can do for you? Yeah, it depends on what you want. Go talk to a merchant if you have anything to sell, otherwise the old guard liaison might have something if you can find him. But if you're just looking for someone to put a good word in, I might have something for you. Okay. Yeah. What do you need? I have a job for you. Want to hear about it? Yeah, tell me about that. With all that's been going on, it's been more and more difficult to find a smoke. My stash has been running low for a while now. Think you could help me out here? A few packs is all I need. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do that. Oh, thank you. It's great to see someone willing to help a guy out. Sure, let me get a look at you. Wielding spikes. Yeah, no. I want to size up your stats. Check opinion. Okay. Can you share some equipment? No. Got any advice? Not a problem. Okay, so we will go and we'll try and find some smokes for you. Who are the old guard? That's just our nickname for them. They're what's left of the federal government. Don't know how legitimate they are, but they are named after some military unit that once protected the president. Their liaison is usually hanging around here somewhere. Okay, I'll go look for him then. Okay. We've got... who else here? These two? Is this Dave? Dino Dave, also a beggar. Have I told you about cardboard, friend? Do you have any? Cardboard? I'm building a house out of cardboard. The Sandman doesn't want me to, but I told him to go fuck himself. Why cardboard? Oh, there's so much of it now, and the zombies are afraid of it. It's kept me safe so far. The beta rays come from the center point of the zombie, so it hits the cardboard and can't penetrate. The reflection can stop any further damage. Okay, I see. And you'd like me to give you some cardboard? Kind of a question is that? Yeah, man. You got cardboard? I got a whole shopping list. Got it here. All right then. Yeah. What's next on your list? I have a job for you. Want to hear about it? Yeah, tell me. I gotta start small, right? Little ones for keeping little things safe. I could use them. I need a bunch of them. Little ones, you know. Can you bring me like 40? Yeah, I'll do it. Little ones of what? Oh man, thank you so much, friend. You won't regret it. Okay, yeah, not a problem. I don't have any more jobs for you. Okay. So, what were you saying before? Why are you sitting out here? I don't want to ask about the dinosaur costume. Well, actually, let's... Are you seriously just wearing a dinosaur costume? No. Okay. I can see you wearing it. Why are you wearing it? You ask me what I can see, but I don't tell you what you see. Sometimes we have shields up to protect ourselves. Okay. No, I respect it. I respect the dinosaur costume. Have I found one yet? I think I found a costume of some kind, but not a dinosaur one. Why are you sitting out here? I think I have to get going. Yeah. If I do have a dinosaur costume, maybe next time I visit I will wear it. And you are Rina Santu, also a beggar. Please, help me. I need food. Yeah, I don't have any food. I'm Sorry. What are you doing here? They won't let me in. They say they're too full. I'm allowed to camp out here as long as I keep it clean and I don't make a fuss. But I'm so hungry. Why don't you go somewhere else? Where else? I can't fight those things out there. I'm in terrible physical condition. I don't have any useful skills and terrified of Zeds and violence. How am I supposed to find a safe place? What did you do before the end? I was a high school math teacher. It was a good job. I loved it. Funny enough, it's not super applicable after the end of the world. I mean, at some point people are going to need a teacher again, but right now, they just want food, shelter, clothing. I'm sorry, I can't help you right now. Which is a shame, because I forgot to bring any of my own food. You two? Also a beggar, okay. Yeah, don't bother with these assholes. What's up? They're too full. Won't share fuck all. Well, why are you living here then? Yeah, even without them helping, it's the safest place to squat. As long as we keep it clean up here, and we don't cause sanitation problems, they don't mind us sitting around the entryway. So kind and generous of them to let us sit here and slowly starve. I'd better get going then, since I have no food. And lastly, we've got Yuuki Taylor, beggar. Hey there, friend. What are you doing out here? I live here. Too mutant to join the cool kids club, but not mutant enough to kill people on sight. Or to kill on sight, sorry. I am now. Well, why live out... why live out here? It's safer than making my own home. I head out and forage when I have to, as long as we keep it clean and do our part when a zombie comes. They let us squat here as an extra defense. They don't like that. I've been bringing food for the other squatters, though. I think they're trying to slowly starve us out. And even though I can't keep everyone's bellies full, I've been able to bring back enough to keep these folks in better shape. I suspect they'll find an excuse to kick me out eventually. Right. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice you're covered in fur. Yeah, gross, isn't it? Feels like pubes. I just started growing it everywhere a little while after the Cataclysm. No idea what caused it. I can't blame them for hating it. I hate it. What did you do before the end days? Nothing too exciting. I was in trade college, learning to be a computer technician. Those skills aren't too helpful, but when I was a kid, I was an Eagle Scout. I learned all kinds of useful stuff about plants and foraging. That's come in pretty handy. What about your family? I don't want to think about it. I grew up in Rhode Island. They're still there. I haven't heard from them since the insanity with the governor and that secession stuff. All communication lines got closed off. I haven't met anyone who knows what happened to the people there, but... well, I don't have much hope. Why don't you go back? Yeah, same reason I'm stuck here. It's too dangerous. For one thing, almost 100 miles through zombie-infested territory on foot to get to the shoreline, and no goddamn thank you. And then, how would I get from the shore to Block Island? My family moved out there when Dad retired, and I get the impression the ferry problem probably isn't running anymore. Even if I got there, I don't know what I'd find, and I think maybe that scares me the most. Tell me more about what happened to Rhode Island. You don't know? The governor went nuts. Like a lot of people did leading up to the end, I guess, but he had a lot more power to work with. One day he just showed up to work with a militia of rowdies and loyalists and staged a coup, taking over the government completely, killing those that opposed him and moving as many people as he could get behind into him on the islands. The rumors I've heard is that most of them survived the Cataclysm and are still running the show there. That seems kind of impossible to me, though. Okay, what were you saying before? I better get going. Okay. So, you don't appear to be covered in fur on your sprite, but apparently you are. Okay. I think the beggars might travel with us if asked. We've only got a motorbike for now, though it only seats 2. So we'll see what your deal is. Who are you? Lakia Enriquez Doctor, or Lakia. So no, talk to Lakia or Lakia Enriquez Doctor. Lakia? I'm gonna go with Lakia. Citizen. Who are you? I'm a doctor. One of the several at the outpost. We were the lucky ones. Came here right when things started to go wrong. Never left. So what are you doing right now? Ah, the old guard. That's what's left of the feds. Set me up here to screen any new arrivals for infection risks. Can't be too paranoid these days. Sad to have to turn people away, but I like the assignment for the chance to get news about the outside world. Kind of news. Sightings of unusual living dead or new mutations. The more we know about what's happening, the closer we can get to a treatment or maybe even a cure. It's a long shot, but you have hope to survive. Okay. Good luck with that. Heard anything about the outside world? Well, this is no classic zombie outbreak. The dead seem to be getting stronger as the days go on. Some survivors, too, come in here with adaptations. Maybe they're related. Okay. Can I do anything for you? Well, I have a job for you. Would you like to hear about it? Yeah, tell me. We don't have the equipment for real analysis here, so it'll need to be done in the field. I need you to get a fresh sample of zombie blood, take it to a hospital, and perform a centrifuge analysis of it. Okay. I'll do that. Doctor gives you a blood draw kit. And a USB drive. Oh, excellent. Take this blood draw kit. Once you've found a zombie corpse, use it to extract blood from the body, then take it to the hospital for analysis. Okay, yeah, not a problem. I'm actually posted up near a hospital anyway. I don't have any more jobs for you. Okay. Well, bye then. So, yeah, I don't know if we can do that at the doctor's office, which we've already cleared, but I believe we're pretty close to a hospital up here, aren't we? As well, yeah. Which is marked as the destination. Because it needs a centrifuge. Okay. I don't know how confident I am about getting into that hospital anytime soon, but maybe you give it a shot at some point. And finally, Smokes. Smokes merchant waves you over.
I haven't seen you before. Welcome to our little homely house.
Who are you? This is a refugee center, right?
Yeah, and before you ask, we're full. You're right about the refugee part, but we're way over capacity right now. We don't have the food or the space to take on anyone else.
He softens a little bit.
As for me, I do a lot of things here, but mostly I keep tabs on our supplies. You can call me Smokes or Gavin if you want, whichever you prefer. I also trade with people from outside, like you. If you're in the market for hardware, we're selling, and if you have food, we are very much buying. Anyways, what can I do you for?
Yeah. Let's trade. So you've got guns, a couple of them. No idea. No idea. I wonder if can I examine these? I totally can. Awesome. So I can get a sense for the damage they do. That doesn't seem that great. And I'm going to guess the mosquito isn't too good either. No. You've also got rounds for those, it seems. Yeah. As well as a bunch more ammo. Could come in useful. Yeah. If we need to stock up any of our weapons back there, we could do that here. If we need more ammo for Nilsa, she could get some here too. I see you've got a homemade half-pike. And a rebar spear. What is that? Pierce of 16 and bash of 5. Pierce of 24 and bash of 4. Like, the homemade half-pike is just better. But the rebar spear is probably less flimsy, is that right? I don't see the flimsy tag, so maybe. Also got an angle grind, a bunch of tools, actually, yeah. Bunch of tools. Some of this we could use. I don't know what we need. Like, do we need a wood saw? Do we need any hacksaws? Actually, you've got 1 wood sawing, 2 metal sawing. You've got 2 wood sawing, 1 tree cutting. Okay, so yeah, the wood saws are good for tree cutting. Bow saw, 2 tree cutting, 2 wood sawing. Is that better than the wood saw then? Yeah, for tree cutting. Interesting. We've also got clamp, electric kiln, 2 makeshift crowbars. Do I have a crowbar? No. I may need to make one at some point. What I'd really like to get is like a halogen bar. You do have some food, not much. Cigar. Oh, merch is their currency, isn't it? Yeah. You can trade for that instead of goods. A shard, splintered wood, bunch of spare parts. Now this is the really interesting bit, isn't it? Because this is stuff that's difficult to get elsewhere, and is useful for crafting. And like, there's concrete here, wasn't there? Cement, sand. Okay. Welding rods, brazing rods. Yeah, duct tape. A bunch more batteries, nails and planks. Solder. Yes, genuinely useful stuff for crafting there. And then poor fitting things. Welding mask. I don't know if that's useful. There's a halogen bar, but you're never going to sell it. Okay. And then there's just the stuff that you're wearing. Meanwhile, I've got some stuff that I'm also not selling right now. But I will be back about other things. You mentioned you were selling hardware. What's with these people in the lobby? Who's in charge? Who's in charge here?
I don't think we have a figurehead right now. I think if we do, I don't know about it. For the most part, we all have our own responsibilities, and that works to keep us all fed as a group. I'm the front man for outsiders. The broker keeps tabs on our food, so on, so forth. We've had some town hall-style talks in the cafeteria about setting up a democracy, but there's nothing solid on that right now.
Okay. I'm looking for work. Can I do anything for you?
Yeah, I have a job for you. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah, tell me.
Well, if you really want to lead, or to lend a hand, we could use your help clearing out the dead in the back bay. Fearful of going outside during the first days of the Cataclysm, we ended up throwing our dead and the zombies we managed to kill in the sealed back bay. Our promising leader at the time even fell. He turned into something different. Kill all of them and make sure they won't bother us again. We can't pay much, but besides some of our own internal money, which isn't good for that much, but it will help us to reclaim the bay.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. I'll do it. Not yet, but I'll do it.
Please, be careful. We don't need any more deaths.
Yeah. Did you share any equipment?
Why should I do that? Why should I share equipment with you to go and kill things in our back bay for us?
I am helping you out. You have nothing to give. Fair enough. Okay. Thanks. See you later. Okay. Smokes. Hurting my throat there. Let's go deeper then. Okay. And yeah, do close the doors behind you, both of them. I'll close this one, don't worry. I shouldn't have opened both of them. I don't know. Okay, that's the door to Smokes. This door doesn't open. Corridors back here. Where's this go? Okay, this goes to a storeroom of some description. Yeah, and I believe these are all just guards posted up here. I mean, it's worth talking to them. How did you get stuck with... Okay, yeah. So I think the only guard that had... Yeah, okay. Don't mind me. The only guard that had anything to say to us then was probably the second one we spoke to. It's just a bathroom. This is just a closet. Another closet. Easily steal stuff from. So, yeah, there isn't a lot there. These are double doors down a corridor. Let's not do that yet. Go check the other side. Can we open this one? We cannot. It's over here. Another room. You're another guard. And once again, yeah, don't mind me, because you just have the standard guard talk. Who are you? Mika Amos, Merc. They're staying silent. Who are you?
Well, I'm just a hired hand. Someone pays me and I do what needs to be done.
Got any tips for surviving?
If you have to fight your way out of an ambush, the only thing that is going to save you is having a party that can return fire. People who work alone are easy pickings for monsters and bandits.
Right, I suppose I should hire a party then. What would it cost if I wanted to hire you?
I'm currently waiting for a customer to return. I'll make you a deal though. 750 merch will cover my expenses if I get a small cut of the loot.
Okay. Yeah, and I understand that the merch is what they call dollar bills around. Dollar bills, really? I did not know that. Okay, free merchant credit notes or something. If you want to buy stuff around here,
And you don't want to barter away your guns, you need merch.
okay. And I need 750, like you said. So thanks for the info. Yeah, I don't think we want to hire anybody though. I think we can get our own team put together from people we've met. Representative Bradford Itch Helm. Citizen! Who are you?
I'm the region's federal liaison. Most people here call us the Old Guard, and I rather like the sound of it. Despite how things currently appear, the federal government was not entirely destroyed. After the outbreak, I was chosen to coordinate civilian and militia efforts in support of military operations.
So, okay, what are you actually doing here?
I ensure that the citizens here have what they need to survive and protect themselves from raiders.
Keeping some form of law is going to be the most important element in rebuilding the world. We do what we can to keep the free merchants here prospering, and in return they have provided us with spare men and supplies when they can. Okay? What's the catch?
Well, I was like any other civilian, till they conscripted me, so I'll tell it to you straight. They're the best hope we got right now. They are stretched impossibly thin, but are willing to do what is needed to maintain order. They don't care much about looters, since they understand most everyone is dead, but if you have something they need, you will give it to them.
Since most survivors here have nothing they want, they are welcomed as champions. Okay then. Let's see. Does the old guard need anything?
Yes, I have a job for you.
Would you like to hear about it?
Yeah, tell me.
Well, I don't like sending untested men into the field, but if you have stayed alive so far, you might have some skills. There are at least a pair of bandits squatting in a local cabin. Anyone who preys upon civilians meets a quick end. Execute both of them for their crimes. Complete this, and the old guard will consider you an asset in the region. Yeah, okay. I'll do it.
Contractor, I welcome you aboard.
Yeah, not a problem. I don't have any more jobs for you right now. Okay. Anything about the outside world? Well, there isn't much pushed out by public relations, but from what I gather, communication between the regional force commands is almost non-existent. What I do know is that the Old Guard is currently based out of the 2nd Fleet and patrols the Atlantic coast, trying to provide support to the remaining footholds. The 2nd Fleet? I don't know much about how it formed, but it is the armada of military and commercial ships that's floating off the coast. They have everything from supertankers and carriers to fishing trawlers, even a few NATO ships. Most civilians are offered a cabin in one of their liners to retire to if they serve as a federal employee for a few years. Hey. Yeah, well, bye for now then. So we found the old guard there. It's just a bedroom. Just a bedroom. One more person here. Michaela Sanchez, arsonist. Talk to you. You look important. Yeah, I'm actually new. Just got here. Yeah, I guess that makes two of us. Well, yeah, kind of. I don't think we're open, though. Full up as hell. It's almost a crowd downstairs, you know? Did you see the trader at the entrance? That's the one to ask. Sucks. Do you have... Oh, what's with your ears? Shh! Some people in here hate mutations. This was an accident. Oh, sorry to ask. Do you have any jobs for me? Yeah, I have a job for you. Okay. I could use some help getting some materials. You know, Molotovs are nice for burning down buildings, but they aren't all that for keeping yourself safe. If you could get me 2 bags of commercial fertilizer, it could make something a lot more potent. I'll do it. Thank you so much. You won't regret it. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, so I don't know how much we should trust this person. If I do bring them some fertilizer back, will they burn down the place? But, you know, it is a job. And presumably there's a... Hello there. Modesto Burke. Presumably there's a reward for the job. Can the refugee center be burnt down by the arsonist? That's something... I don't know. Modesto. Rough out there, isn't it? Oh, just a guard. Okay. Bye then. Can I get past? Thank you. You appear to be guarding the door, so I'm not sure that I'm supposed to be in here. I'm leaving again. It's okay. One more door here, and you're just going to be a guard as well because this is a storeroom. So make our way back out, and yeah, okay. So that's about it for the front of the place, and this is just bathrooms. There's a little storeroom there. Okay. Another little storeroom there. That's going to be a corridor. Okay. So we've got a few jobs from the front of the place. What did we get there? Smokes, let's go. Make a friend at the refugee center by handing over around 5 packs, 100 cigarettes. We might have some back... we don't have any on us, but we might have some back at base. We've got bring 40 small cardboard boxes. That, I think... Oh, you know what? We've been leaving cardboard boxes behind whenever we find aspirins or anything like that, but that is something we can do. We can go back and we can find plenty of those. Analyze zombie blood. That's going to be a tough one. We need to kill any zombie, then extract its blood. So we've killed plenty of zombies. We can probably just extract blood from one of those using the blood draw kit. Unless it can't be a smashed zombie, in which case, yeah, we'll have to kill one. But that's easily done. Get its blood. Need to take it to any working centrifuge with a computer. Most commonly be found at hospitals, but you can also try to search for it at medical labs. Okay. So probably not the doctor's office that we've already cleared, that's already safe. Clear back bay. I don't want to go anywhere near that right now. I think that could be very, very risky. Doesn't even say how much currency we're getting in return for that. It could be a lot. Like if it's a major task, it could be a lot of currency. Kill bandits for Bradford Itch Helm representative. Yeah, there's a pair of bandits, or so far as he knows, it's just a pair, but it could be more. Apply the arsonist. Bring the arsonist 2 bags of commercial fertilizer. Okay. Right. That's good for a start. What time of day are we on? What's back here? The room, more people. This is a cafeteria. I assume it connects to the other side, so there's just, what, 4 people in there. These are metal doors. Do these open? No. Who are you? Ah, you're a refugee. Talk. Fatima Al Jazeer, refugee, is a fit young woman dressed in smudged coveralls. She looks at you with interest and concern. Oh, hey, a new face. I'm Fatima. Just visiting, I hope. It's nice to meet new people, but there are no beds to share. It's nice to meet you too, Fatima. Yeah, I'm just passing through. Well, cool. Anything I can help you with? What's your story? Well, before Armageddon, I had just finished welding school, actually, and was about to start looking for a job. That was fun, being a young Muslim woman in a Massachusetts trade college. Let me tell you. Right. How did you wind up here at the center? Oh, wow, that's a lot of text. Okay. I was on my way to visit my parents back in Burlington, waiting at a bus station when the evacuation notices started sounding. I'd been a little out of touch for a bit and didn't realize how bad the rioting was getting. When my bus arrived, it got repurposed into an evacuation vehicle and took me here. I didn't used to be very religious. It's just something I was born to, but since this happened, I've been thinking a lot more about God and how grateful I am for his help in surviving. With things still so difficult, it helps to know he's got some plan for me. Anyway, mine was the second bus to arrive, and they were just getting some triage and processing stuff set up. I was put in charge of helping with the wounded, along with Uyen. Things went a little strange later on. One of the women doing triage and processing had a bit of a hang-up about particular colors of people being allowed into the center. She claimed to have lost our papers along with a lot of other people's. Thankfully, because we'd helped so many, we were able to argue that they couldn't leave us out, but there was no space left downstairs by the time we got that sorted, so here we are. Right. Is there anything I can do to help you out? Yeah, I do have a job for you if you want to hear about it. I feel silly asking this, but... Oh, here goes. I've never been really into reading holy books and stuff like that. I usually went to the mosque on Friday, and I try to pray 5 times a day, but I hardly ever manage it. I'm not a very good Muslim, guess. But with all that's happened, I would really love to have a copy of the Quran. Read. This seems like a time to get back in touch with God, you know? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll totally do that. I'll find that for you. I'll see if I can save up a little reward for you. That's brilliant, thank you. Not a problem. Okay. Is there anything else I can do to help out? I've got no more jobs for you right now. Sorry. Okay. Well, I'm just heading out. Okay, so... Holy book as well. Quran. Try and find one of those. We'll visit these last 4 people in a moment. Let's go this way first. This is going to be the last room to check. Ah, this is the bedrooms and stuff. Okay, where do these lead? Okay. Yeah, God, this place is huge, isn't it? Okay, so a lot of these people are... Oh God, so many people. No, if I complete a mission for anybody, I shouldn't have a problem. I'm not a new mouth to feed, but it's nice to meet you too. Oh wait, sorry, no wait. What? Yeah, Vanessa Toby said is... Oh, great. Oh no, her voice is husky with years of smoking, apparently. Oh, great.
Another new mouth to feed. Just what we need. I'm Vanessa.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a new mouth to feed.
Oh, that's good.
She passes her lips and gives you another judgmental stare.
You're gonna pull your own weight.
I guess that's an improvement. Okay, Vanessa, what's your story? I don't really want to talk about my life before this shit show, if that's what you mean.
I don't need a shoulder to cry on. I'm a hairdresser. Is that enough personal information for you?
Okay. Ooh, could you give me a haircut?
Yeah, I can see you need one. Last time I used these shears, it was to stab a zombie in the face. I don't think you'd want them in your hair. Maybe you could help me get set up properly.
Oh yeah, what can I do to help? I have a job for you.
I didn't think to pack my hairdressing equipment when I was evacuated. If you could put together a basic haircutting kit for me, I could do a bit of styling for people around here. I'll even give you a free haircut for your troubles.
I will totally do that. I think I might already put one of those together. Cool, thanks. It'll be good to have something useful to do, not to be staring at so many shaggy slobs. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll be back soon. Okay. Awful woman, judgmental as heck, but I think she might just be, looking for something to do. Looking for some way to make herself useful. Jenny Fawcett, refugee. A thin woman in her early 30s with a sort of pale, freckled skin that looks like it would burn if she thought too hard about the sun. Her clothes and bearing suggest she might once have been carefully put together, but she now has the harried look of someone with too many worries and too little sleep. He looks up from a laptop and smiles as you approach. Hi there. I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Jenny Fawcett. Nice meeting you. What are you doing on the computer? Yeah, I'm just puttering around. I always have stuff on the go. Jenny rubs the bridge of her nose briefly, blinking fatigue from her eyes. You gotta keep busy. Keep my mind off stuff, you know? Yeah, well, what are you working on? Well, I recently came into possession of this mold for making high-caliber air rifle bullets. I'm kind of working on a design that would use them to protect the base. I got a long way to go, though. If you happen to see anything in your travels about high-powered air rifles, that would help a lot. Yeah, totally. If I see anything, I'll let you know. Can you tell me more about your project? Well, yeah, these things are a standard 30 caliber. They should be compatible with any similar rifle barrel. It would be pretty easy to, repurpose some rifle parts into large air weapons that we could use without relying on gunpowder and without, so much noise. I'm still drawing up an actual design, though. I have a bunch of features I want. Ask me again in a couple of weeks and I'll give you some more info. Okay, so do you have a job for me? Have I already got a job from you or something? What were you saying before? What were you saying before? How's things living here? Can you tell me? Okay. Nice meeting you. If you've got a job for me, I can't find it, but it's possible you do. Alicia Seward, refugee. Possibly young at first glance, her dark face nervous when she sees you looking her way. On closer inspection as you approach, you see that she is likely in her early teens, but the contrast to the weary faces around makes her age stand out. Oh, hi. You look new. I'm Alicia. Yeah, nice to meet you, kid. What's up? Yeah, I'm not a kid, okay? I'm 14. Yes, sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I don't know what's up. I'm not sure what we're even doing here. They say we're supposed to wait until we can moved on to the shelter downstairs, but we've been here days, and there's no word on how long we'll be waiting. It's all so stupid. And nobody can tell me anything. Jenny figures they're never going to let us go down there, so I guess we're going to sort it out up here, one way or another. It's not fair, but fair doesn't mean much in my life anymore. What's your take on the situation here? I don't have much of a hot take besides what I just said. It's shit. Not enough to do. Not enough to eat. And even if I had internet, all the YouTubers I follow are probably dead. Yeah, what YouTubers did you follow? Did you follow Tom Bruce? Tom Bruce on YouTube with his 500 followers? Probably not. Why? You thinking of subscribing? I don't think you'd have heard of them. And even if you had, there's definitely no way for them to get any new content out. Not anything worth watching anyway. Yeah, okay. I better be going then. Let's not... We'll come back and talk to the refugees in here another time, I think. It's just, there's so much to see. There's so many people. Okay, this is just a... Is this the back bay? Might be the back bay. It's probably the back bay. There are crates here. I can actually step through this gap, right? Oh, I can. And I'm pretty concealed here. Mind you, just clothes. Nothing interesting. Yeah. We're gonna, like I say, talk to more people toward the back here at another time. I do want to talk to you, though. Sorry, I'm on your table. Hi there. Damien Rollins, broker. Ooh, the broker. What can I help you with? Who are you? I oversee the food stocks for the center. There was significant looting during the panic when we first arrived. So, most of our food was carried away. I manage what we have left and do everything I can to increase our supplies. We've got a few growing sources of fresh meats and vegetables, so I prioritize non-perishable food, such as cornmeal, jerky, fruit wine. Okay. Written on paper money you guys use. The refugees stuck up here seem a bit disgruntled. You're saying before that? Okay, so I think... Do you know about the beggars in the lobby? Yeah, even once we got things sorted out, there weren't enough beds for everyone, and definitely not enough supplies. These are harsh times. We're doing what we can for those folks. At least they've got shelter. If I were to say I'm here to deliver food supplies, I think you'd direct me to... Okay, so I would deliver food to you, apparently. That is all for now. I'd best get going. Okay, so if I do ever have excess food, say non-perishable stuff like fruit wine, jerky, cornmeal? Did you have more to say about that? You may have had more to say about that. What were we saying before that? Okay, that's okay. Who are you? Who are you? And then why cornmeal, jerky, and fruit wine? All three are easy to locally produce in significant quantities and are non-perishable. We have a local farmer or two, and a few hunter types that have been making attempts to provide us with the nutritious supplies. We do always need more supplies, though. This stuff is rather cheap in bulk, so I can pay a premium for any you have on you. Canned food and other edibles are handled by the merchants in the front in trade, yes. Are you looking to buy anything else? I'm actually accepting a number of different foodstuffs. Beer, sugar, flour, smoked meat, smoked fish, dried fruit and vegetables. Cooking oil, preservatives like salt and vinegar, and as mentioned before, jerky, cornmeal, and fruit wine. Okay. I better get going. Okay, so if we have any, like... Yeah, if we start up like a farming project, where we're producing that sort of thing, we can bring it back here. This is just a bathroom, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like... This is showers. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, Nilsa. Sorry, Nilsa. Just want to get past. Thank you. And head back out this way. We've seen... There is another room there that we haven't seen, actually. We'll make our way into there from here, this side. Break your dune, refugee. Well now. Good to see another new face. Welcome to the center, friend. I'm Draco. Yeah, nice to meet you, Draco. Nice to meet you too. What brings you up to these parts? Got any stories to share? Happy ones, hopefully. We've had our fill of sadness around here. Yes, tough everywhere. What about you? How are you doing? Well, look at you. Asking after random folks like some sort of shepherd. No, don't take offense now, I mean it well. We could use some more folks asking after other folks. I figure it makes the world go round now, more than ever. Well, friend, considering I have both of my legs and much of my health left to me, a bit of pain in the back, but can't really complain much if that's the worst of it, right? You look like you've had a story of your own to tell. Just getting here. I'm writing it in my imagination right now. I fought through countless hordes, I bet. Run ragged, chased at every turn. Yeah, no thank you, any more of that for me. No more indeed. Oh. Oh, no, wait, I could have asked, what was... Sorry, I could have asked... Sorry, buttons. I could have asked, what was your story? How you doing? What about you? What's your story? There we go. Oh, you don't have time for all that, do you? Well, I'll give you the short version. I've gotten kind of tired of it in the telling. Frankly, it's not as heroic, not as inspiring, not as tragic, and certainly not as funny as some of the tales around here. But it's mine, you know? I'm a musician. Guitar's my baby. You like folk and the blues, friend? Well, that was my bag, and I sure could please my own ear with them. Folks who's been generous might also say it pleased theirs too, but problem is I seem to be between guitars right now, you know? Temporarily guitar light, if you get my saying. Problem is, in the run for my life, I had to use old Jasmine as a bit of a billy club. Had to curb some rowdy dudes on my way here. It was her or me, you understand? You wouldn't begrudge a man breaking his instrument to save his life, would you? Yeah, probably would have done the same. Would you believe that they don't? Not a one in the whole place, no guitars here. Well, maybe downstairs, but that's a different matter, isn't it? Say, you're not planning on sticking around, right? You're a free roller, not a settler, seems like to me. Don't know if I could beg or cajole you into maybe keeping an ear out for a new guitar for me. There gotta still be plenty out there. Not getting any love these days. What do you say? Help an old man play some blues. Would be good to have some real music around this place. Be good for people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where would we be without it, man? And then he asks, what type are you? What do you mean? You know, what kind of person are you? What motivates you? I want to see it all. I'm an explorer. I was camping. Me too! For now, anyway. That's not really possible for me. I mean, I guess you know better than me about that. Man, I used to travel all around. Saw half of the states with my guitar on my back. Now, though, well, I think I'll stay inside till this whole thing flies over. Maybe I can help with something. New guitar you want? Yep. Let's talk about getting you it. Just want a functional acoustic guitar. Preferably one that hasn't been used to cave in any zombie skulls. I will do it. I will get you that guitar, my friend. Not a problem. See you around, Draco. Okay, and there's 3 more people in here. And then I think... Although I don't know what's back in this room. Kitchen, okay. Hello there. Oh, you're just a guard. You're just gonna have, yeah, typical guard duty stuff. Well, bye then. Okay. That's fine. That looks like a... Is that a hot plate? Hang on. I'm not taking it. It is a hot plate. I wasn't taking it, Draco. Your name was Draco, right? Remedius, Foreman, Guard. I think Draco was the guitar guy, wasn't it? Okay. Let's talk to you then, friend. Sorry, I'm standing on the table. John Clemens, refugee. Nice to meet you, John. Let's see. John Clemens, refugee, turns to look at you, lifting an enormous cowboy hat off his... Cowboy hat? Okay. He appears to be in the process of growing out a set of bushy mutton chops and a handlebar mustache. Bright blue eyes peer out from his wrinkled face.
Howdy, partner. They call me Clemens. John Clemens. I'm an old cowhand. It's nice to meet you, too. I reckon you got some questions about this place.
I sure do.
What can I do for you?
What's your story?
My story? Just a wandering cowhand eating dust on the trail. I settled here for a spell after I came upon some hard times.
Okay. What's your story? How are things here? How are things here?
Folks don't like being kept from the blue sky for too long. Cooped up like cattle in a barn. We need pastures to run free, if you get my drift. Till we got 'em, it's gonna be tense in here.
Okay. How are things here? What were you saying before? You know what's going on here, right?
Of course I do. I ain't no idiot. It's all the folks here can talk about.
What happened to you? Looks at you like you're in need of special help.
Just what I said. I'm settled down here for a spell, then going back on the road with my 6-gun.
better get going then. I don't think he has any jobs for us. We have picked up a few though. Oh, alright, I'm there. Okay. 2 more. Dialogue. Let's see. Julian Tran. We've heard of Julian. Refugee studies you with interest. Her eyes lined with fatigue, but still alert. She brushes a lock of hair from her forehead. Hi there. You look new. Nice to meet you. My name's Julian. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Julian. What brings you around here? We don't see a lot of new faces. I'm just a traveler. Can I ask you a few things? I'm always good for a talk. Gets pretty boring down here. Is there anything I can do to help you out? She does have a job. Well, there's the dock out front helping anyone that can pay, but for us up here, money mostly goes to food. I can do a lot for basic cuts, bruises, and common stuff, but if I had some supplies to help out, you bring me some antiseptic. 6 bottles would probably be enough to last us a while. Yes, 6 bottles of antiseptic. I can do that probably. That's quite a lot. I can probably do that. Thank you so much. It's a small thing, but it'd be really helpful. Yeah, it's not a problem. What's your story? Well, I was a paramedic. He touches her forehead to brush aside a bit of hair, then notices it's already tucked back. I was there through some of the absolute worst of it. To this day, I can't tell you how I made it out. One thing led to another, and I got pushed onto a bus to help take care of a couple of people who needed assistance for travel. Broken arms, that kind of thing. I got here early. I was one of the first to arrive. Then this woman was processing. She lost my paperwork while I was busy helping a guy with a bad gash on his head. I hadn't made a stink about it. Probably be out in the lobby with those poor souls that couldn't get in at all. Could you teach me about first aid? Yeah, sure, I don't see why not. It's always good to see more people who can do it. I need a bit of payment for my time, of course. Alright, let's do it. Well, here's what I can teach you. Oh, is this going to be the, is this going to be in Merch? I don't know if this is going to be, this is probably going to be in Merch, right? But yeah, oh wow, that's a lot actually. Skilled knitting, tailoring, food handling. Ninjutsu? You can teach ninjutsu? That's not a first aid technique, is it? Archery, melee, social? Oh, damn, okay. $8 to learn ninjutsu. For now, never mind. $8 to learn ninjutsu. Okay. I'd better go. But okay, I'll keep that in mind. And teach stuff. Let's see. Rysea Johnny, refugee. Hi there. I don't think we've met before. I'm Rysea. People call me Rye. Yeah, nice to meet you, Rye. So what's your story? We don't see a lot of new people back here. I can't really tell you my story. What's your story? Oh, it's a long one. I'm not from around here, actually. From way out in Western Canada. Canada, eh? Okay. I'd always wanted to see New England, and I was down here on vacation when, well, you know, got evacuated, but because I'm not a US citizen, they weren't willing to take me downstairs. I can understand that, even if I don't like it much. To tell you the truth, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that I'd probably never know my family, my band are doing. Probably never know how my family and my band are doing. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help you? No jobs. Sorry. Okay. Tell me about your family. Well, my mom and dad are back in Hazleton. They live with my grandma and my older brother. He took a hard knock to the head doing dumb things as a kid. He can't really take care of himself now. I have a daughter, Angel. She's 16 and didn't want to come with me on this trip. God help me. I can't bear to think of her. She must think I'm dead. Your band? My band is Gitson. We're from northwestern British Columbia, around the Skeena River. I'm from Hazleton myself. It's a beautiful place. Tall mountains, temperate rainforests. I partly came here because I love those wet coastal forests, and I love exploring them in other countries. I've been to Korea, Slovakia, same reason. I guess I'm a bit of a forest tourist. I don't know if I'll ever see my own forest again. Thought breaks my heart. Well, it's been nice talking to you. Okay. I think that about covers it. I haven't seen it downstairs. Maybe it's down there. Gotta be, right? I think the other metal doors lead to the back bay. Ooh, or maybe it's right here. This little area that we haven't seen beyond. There's also these doors. Hang on. I know we've seen all this now. It's computer terminal. I don't think this works, does it? No. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there's got to be stairs, well, on either side. Really. But I think we've got enough to keep busy with. We know what we're bringing back here. And when we bring anything back here. I think Nilsa and I probably take off at this point. And next time we come here, we'll come with more supplies, more stuff. Haven't found out anything else out about the wider world just yet from visiting here. So we do have a prison to the south. Wow, prison right there. Okay. And a greenhouse farmhouse that side. Our way home. We might be able to cut underneath the forest going this way, actually. Although, I don't know how likely that is. There could be a lot more of it. But we will see. In the next episode, we start beginning to cross things off this list. I think we can collect smokes from back home. I think we've collected a bunch of them. I think we can get cardboard boxes from around the town that we've been clearing. We can easily get some zombie blood. I don't know how easy it is to get to the hospital. Maybe we wait for nightfall and try to sneak in. Maybe we come up with a better plan than that, because that's clearly quite stupid. We don't bother with clearing the back bay because that sounds so dangerous. The two bandits we could go and find, couldn't we? Not seeing. Oh, they're out in that cabin. Okay, they're off in this direction, in this cabin. That's why that's revealed on the map all of a sudden. Gotcha. We could supply the arsonist. Find a copy of the Quran. That should be. We ought to be able to find that in some house somewhere. We'll recheck the ones that we've cleared. Make a makeshift hair. We might already have that. So when we come back, we'll bring smokes, we'll bring cardboard boxes, we'll bring a haircut kit. Reference material about air rifles, if we've got one, maybe. Find an acoustic guitar somewhere, and some antiseptic. I do have antiseptic on me, but I don't have that much. Right? I would never leave without antiseptic. Yeah, there we go. Small plastic bottle. 8. And she wanted how much? 50 doses. 50 doses, okay. That's a lot. For 8 merch, that is a lot. Antiseptic is very useful to me. Okay. We'll leave it there for now. Come up with a plan to do all of that next episode. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining myself, Nathan, and Nilsa for this episode of Cataclysm Naked and Afraid. We'll catch you next time. Hurrah.